If you're searching for a turning point, a moment that changes everything, this is it. I've decided to follow Jesus, and there's no turning back. We all reach crossroads in life. Sometimes on the outside, everything looks perfect. Success, relationships, the appearance of happiness. But deep down, there's a void, a sense that something essential is missing. I know that feeling well. For years, I tried to fill my life with achievements and distractions, always hoping the next accomplishment or experience would finally satisfy me. But no matter how much I chased after, there was always something more I needed, something deeper I longed for. Then I encountered the message of Jesus, not just as a distant historical figure, but as a living Savior who invites each of us into a real relationship. He doesn't say, "Come, be perfect," or "Come, once you have it all together." He simply says, "Come, follow me." That invitation changed everything for me. It wasn't about religion or keeping a list of rules. It was about surrendering my plans, my past, and my future to Him, and trusting that He could do more with my life than I ever could on my own. Following Jesus isn't always easy. Sometimes it means making hard choices or letting go of things that once defined me. There are moments when I've had to stand out, when I've felt misunderstood, or when I've wrestled with doubts. But the peace I've found in Him, the hope that endures even through life's storms, and the sense of purpose that goes beyond myself, those are things I never found anywhere else. There's a line in that old hymn, "Though none go with me, still I will follow." No turning back. That's become my daily commitment. Every day I wake up and choose again to trust Him, to listen for His voice, and to walk in His ways. I'm not perfect, and I still make mistakes, but I know I'm not alone. Jesus walks with me, offering forgiveness, freedom, and a new identity as a child of God. Since deciding to follow Jesus, my priorities and relationships have shifted. I've experienced forgiveness for my past, freedom from guilt, and a growing sense of who I am in Him. Life hasn't suddenly become easy, but it's become meaningful. I'm learning to spend time in prayer, to read the Bible, to connect with others who encourage and challenge me, and to serve those around me with love and compassion. My faith isn't just something I talk about, it's something I live, day by day. Maybe you're watching this and wondering if this decision is for you. Maybe you feel unworthy, uncertain, or afraid of what you might have to give up. But here's what I've discovered. Jesus meets us right where we are. We don't have to clean ourselves up first. We just have to say yes. If you're searching for hope, for peace, for a reason to keep going, His invitation is for you too. If you want to take that step, you can pray right where you are. Jesus, I want to follow you. I trust you with my life. Forgive me, lead me, and help me to walk with you every day. It's not about having all the answers. It's about starting the journey and trusting Him to guide you. If you've decided to follow Jesus, I'd love to hear your story. Share it in the comments, or simply write, "I have decided." If you have questions or need prayer, reach out. I'm here to walk this journey with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs encouragement. The greatest adventure you'll ever embark on is following Jesus. No turning back. Thank you for watching. Today, you can make the decision that changes everything. Will you follow Him? Let's go deeper. When I say I have decided to follow Jesus, I'm not talking about a one-time emotional moment or a quick fix for life's problems. I'm talking about a conscious, daily choice, a commitment that shapes every part of who I am. This decision didn't come lightly. It came after years of searching, questioning, and realizing that nothing else could fill the emptiness inside. You see, the world offers so many alternatives: success, pleasure, approval, even good deeds. But none of them can truly satisfy the longing in our souls. I tried to find fulfillment in achievements, relationships, and even in being good enough. But every time I reached a new milestone, the satisfaction faded, and I was left wanting more. It was in my lowest moments, when I felt lost, broken, and alone, that I heard the gentle invitation of Jesus, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." Those words pierced through the noise and the pain. For the first time, I realized that I didn't have to keep striving. I didn't have to earn love or prove my worth. Jesus loved me as I was, with all my flaws and failures. Making the decision to follow Him meant letting go of my pride and admitting that I couldn't do life on my own. It meant surrendering control and trusting that God's plans for me were better than anything I could imagine. It meant believing that my past didn't disqualify me from His love and that my future was secure in His hands. Following Jesus has changed everything about how I see the world. It's given me a new perspective on what really matters. Instead of chasing after temporary pleasures, I'm learning to invest in things that last: love, kindness, generosity, and faithfulness. Instead of living for myself, I'm learning to serve others, to put their needs before my own, and to be a light in a world that desperately needs hope. There have been challenges, of course. There have been times when I've doubted, when I've struggled to understand why things happen the way they do. But even in the hardest moments, I've never been alone. Jesus has been my constant companion, my source of strength and comfort. His presence has brought peace in the midst of chaos, and His promises have given me hope when everything else seemed uncertain. One of the most powerful aspects of following Jesus is the sense of belonging it brings. I'm part of a family, a community of believers who support, encourage, and pray for each other. We're not perfect, but we're united by our faith and our desire to grow closer to God. Together, we celebrate victories, carry each other's burdens, and remind one another of God's faithfulness. If you're still on the fence, wondering if this journey is for you, I want to encourage you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you have it all figured out. Jesus is inviting you right now, just as you are. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have all the answers. All you need is a willing heart and a desire to know Him. Maybe you're afraid of what you'll have to give up. I get it. I was too. But what I've gained is so much greater than anything I've left behind. I've found freedom from guilt and shame, a new sense of purpose, and a hope that nothing in this world can take away. I've discovered that true joy isn't found in what I have, but in who I know. Following Jesus doesn't mean life will be easy. There will still be struggles, disappointments, and pain, but it does mean you'll never have to face them alone. Jesus promises to walk with you every step of the way, to guide you, to strengthen you, and to carry you when you're weak. His love is unconditional, His grace is limitless, and His faithfulness never fails. So, what does it look like to follow Jesus day by day? For me, it starts with spending time in prayer, talking to God honestly about my fears, my hopes, and my struggles. It means reading the Bible, not just as a book of rules, but as a source of wisdom, encouragement, and truth. It means surrounding myself with people who inspire me to grow, who challenge me to live out my faith, and who remind me of God's promises when I forget. It also means serving others, looking for ways to bless, encourage, and support the people around me. Whether it's a kind word, a helping hand, or simply being present, I've learned that small acts of love can make a big difference. And as I serve, I discover more of God's heart for the world and for me. If you're ready to take that step to say, I've decided to follow Jesus, know that you're not alone. There's a whole community of people who have made that same decision and who are cheering you on. Reach out, share your story, and let's walk this journey together. And if you're still searching, still unsure, that's okay too. Keep asking questions, keep seeking truth, and know that Jesus is always ready to meet you right where you are. His love is patient, His arms are open, and His invitation is for everyone. So today, I invite you to make the decision that changes everything. Say yes to Jesus. Trust Him with your life. Let Him lead you into a future filled with hope, purpose, and unshakable joy. Thank you for watching. If this message spoke to you, share it with someone who needs encouragement. Like, subscribe, and join the conversation in the comments. Remember, the greatest adventure you'll ever embark on is following Jesus. No turning back.